Hello and welcome back to Studio 4, everyone. Joining us now is our good friend, George Jackson from the Amarillo Symphony. George, thank you for being here.
My pleasure.
And I'm very excited to talk about the upcoming concert of theirs. So it's called The Planet. So I kind of want to start there. Why is it called The Planets?
The Planets. Well, each movement, there are 7 different sections of this piece, and each one is dedicated to a different planet. You might think, well, there are 8 planets, or there are 9 planets, depending on if you count Pluto or not. But he doesn't write about Earth or Pluto. So we hear one of each of the planets throughout the piece.
Oh, that is so cool. Yeah. And this concert is happening this weekend. And it's not just one day, it's several days as well.
Friday night, Saturday night at the Globe News Centre, 7:30. And so it's kind of like a tour through our solar system. One of the things I love about performing this piece here in Amarillo is that you can actually see some of the planets, looking up at the sky. And I can tell you, coming from London, that's never happened. We have too many clouds. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So it's kind of cool to think that people here, I think, have an interest in things like about space and the solar system.
Oh, definitely, like John Harris.
Right.
He's always posting pictures of the planets on his social media pages. But so going back to like the concerts.
Yeah.
Y'all will also have the female choir from WT, and also, is it Canyon High School as well?
No, just from WT.
Just from WT, okay, okay.
So one of the movements, Neptune, which is the final movement in the Holst, in the piece, The Planets, features a wordless chorus positioned, and the composer writes this, to be positioned off stage. And they don't sing any words, they sing just kind of vowels, or like to the word ah, just beautiful kind of almost humming. And so we hear, at one moment in this piece, we hear this kind of mystical sound from somewhere in the Globe News Centre. You can't see the singers. It's one of the most magical effects in the history of music. And we're actually pairing this piece with a piece of French music by the composer Debussy. And he wrote a piece where it basically depicts mermaids singing, and it's the same idea, but they're on stage. So there's a lot of wordless chorus effects happening in this concert, which is quite an interesting idea and something that you don't hear every day. So very unusual.
Oh, that is so cool. That sounds very exciting. And once again, like this is happening tomorrow and Saturday at the Globe News Centre.
Globe News Centre at 7:30, and you can go to our website, amarillosymphony.org. All the information about ticketing and everything is there. We're very full. There are some tickets left on Friday particularly, but actually we're very excited because this is such a popular piece of music. One of the things I like about it is that if you like film music, if you like Star Wars, a lot of that kind of music came from this particular piece. So there's a real feeling of, even if you don't know this music, you'll recognize it. You'll get a sense of the kind of epic quality of the music. And so it's a really exciting thing to be able to do.
This sounds like a concert to go to. Once again, it's coming up this weekend. And for y'all's next upcoming concert, it's happening later towards like the end of December.
That's right, yeah. So we have our annual Nutcracker ballet performances, as well as our Happy Holiday Pops, which we're very excited about. And so that's going to be, the kind of usual festive traditions before we wind down for Christmas. So it's amazing that it's just around the corner, but we're getting close.
I know, and I bet y'all are already like, gearing up for that, getting ready for that concert.
Exactly, yeah. So this is our last big Masterworks week, and again, one of the great things is that there's so many musicians on stage, big orchestra, so you don't want to miss it.
Well, George, thank you so much for being here today. We appreciate it.
Absolutely.
And stay with us on Studio 4. We will have more on the way.